Did you know that there's one mineral deficiency that's silently stealing the strength from your bones right now, and it's not the one your doctor probably told you about? In fact, 90% of women over 50 are walking around with dangerously low levels of this essential mineral, and most have absolutely no idea until they fall and break a hip or wrist. I'm talking about a deficiency so common that it's practically an epidemic, yet so easily preventable that you could start reversing it today with simple, natural solutions that cost less than your monthly coffee budget. Hi beautiful, I'm so glad you're here with me today because what I'm about to share could literally save your bones and transform your health in ways you never imagined. If you're someone who wants to age gracefully, stay strong and independent, and protect yourself from fractures and osteoporosis using natural, science-based methods, then please hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is your safe space for real health solutions that actually work, without dangerous medications or expensive treatments that treat symptoms instead of root causes. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why some women in their 70s are still hiking, dancing, and living their best lives while others are afraid to walk downstairs or carry groceries? The difference often comes down to this one crucial mineral that most of us are desperately lacking, and it's not just about drinking more milk like we were told growing up. The mineral I'm talking about is magnesium, and here's what's absolutely shocking. While everyone's focused on calcium for bone health, magnesium is actually the master conductor of your entire bone-building orchestra. Think of it this way. If calcium is the bricks of your house, magnesium is the skilled contractor who knows exactly where every brick should go and how to make the whole structure solid and lasting. But here's where it gets really interesting. You could be taking all the calcium supplements in the world, drinking milk with every meal, and eating cheese until you're blue in the face, but without adequate magnesium, that calcium is basically useless. In fact, it might even be harmful because excess calcium without magnesium can lead to calcification in your arteries, kidney stones, and ironically, even weaker bones. Let me tell you about my friend Sarah. She's 62, and 2 years ago, she broke her wrist in what should have been a minor fall while gardening. Her doctor immediately put her on prescription bone medications, but Sarah was smart enough to dig deeper. She discovered that despite drinking milk daily and taking calcium supplements for years, her magnesium levels were critically low. Within 18 months of focusing on natural magnesium restoration along with other bone-supporting nutrients and lifestyle changes, her bone density improved so dramatically that her doctor was amazed. So why are we all so magnesium deficient? Well, it starts with our soil. Modern farming practices have stripped our soil of magnesium, which means even the healthiest vegetables contain far less than they did 50 years ago. Add to that the fact that stress, caffeine, alcohol, and many medications actually deplete magnesium from your body, and you've got a perfect storm for deficiency. But here's what really gets me fired up about this topic. The symptoms of magnesium deficiency are often dismissed as just part of getting older. Are you dealing with muscle cramps, especially at night? That's magnesium calling for help. Having trouble sleeping or staying asleep? Your body might be desperately low on this crucial mineral. Feeling anxious or irritable for no apparent reason? Magnesium deficiency could be the culprit. And those heart palpitations that make you worry? Often, it's just your heart muscle asking for more magnesium. Now, let's talk about what magnesium actually does for your bones, because this is where the science gets really exciting. Magnesium activates vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption. Without enough magnesium, you could be taking vitamin D supplements and still be functionally deficient. It's like having a key that won't turn in the lock. Magnesium also regulates parathyroid hormone, which controls how your body uses calcium. When you're magnesium deficient, this hormone goes haywire and actually starts pulling calcium out of your bones to maintain blood calcium levels. So you end up with calcium floating around where it shouldn't be and bones that are getting weaker by the day. But here's the beautiful part about addressing magnesium deficiency naturally. Unlike harsh prescription medications that can have serious side effects, increasing your magnesium levels through food and high-quality supplements is incredibly safe and comes with amazing bonus benefits. You'll likely sleep better, feel calmer, have more energy, and experience fewer headaches, all while building stronger bones. So what are the best natural sources of magnesium? Let me share some delicious options that you can start incorporating today. Dark leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, and kale are magnesium powerhouses. Nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, almonds, and cashews, are fantastic sources. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao is not just a treat, it's medicine for your bones. Avocados, black beans, and quinoa are other excellent choices that you can easily work into your daily meals. But here's something most people don't know about food sources of magnesium. You need to combine them with healthy fats to maximize absorption. That's why sprinkling pumpkin seeds on a salad with olive oil dressing or enjoying almonds with an avocado is such a smart strategy. Your body will thank you by actually absorbing and using more of that precious magnesium. Now, let's be realistic here. Even with the best diet in the world, it can be challenging to get optimal amounts of magnesium from food alone, especially if you've been deficient for a long time. This is where high-quality supplementation becomes your best friend, but not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Magnesium oxide, which is the most common form found in drugstores, has terrible absorption rates. You're literally flushing most of it down the toilet. The forms that your body can actually use include magnesium glycinate, which is gentle on your stomach and great for sleep and anxiety. Magnesium malate is wonderful for energy and muscle function. Magnesium threonate is the only form that effectively crosses the blood-brain barrier, making it excellent for cognitive function. For bone health specifically, I love magnesium glycinate because it's highly absorbable and tends to be very well tolerated, even by people with sensitive stomachs. Most women do well with 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium daily, but it's always smart to start with a lower dose and gradually increase to avoid any digestive upset. And here's a pro tip that can make a huge difference in your results. Take your magnesium in the evening, preferably about an hour before bed. Not only will this support better sleep, which is crucial for bone repair, but magnesium absorption is actually enhanced when your body is in rest and repair mode. But magnesium is just the beginning of the bone health story. You also need to think about the other nutrients that work synergistically with magnesium to build and maintain strong bones. Vitamin K2 is absolutely crucial because it directs calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. You'll find K2 in fermented foods like natto, certain cheeses, and in supplement form. Vitamin D3 is essential, but most women aren't taking nearly enough. The old recommendation of 400 international units daily is woefully inadequate for optimal bone health. Many integrative doctors now recommend 2,000 to 4,000 international units daily, depending on your blood levels. Trace minerals like boron, silica, and strontium also play important roles in bone metabolism. This is why I'm such a fan of whole food approaches and comprehensive mineral supplementation rather than just focusing on one or two nutrients in isolation. Let me share another success story that really illustrates the power of this comprehensive, natural approach. My client Linda came to me at age 58 after her doctor told her she had osteopenia and would likely develop osteoporosis within a few years. Instead of immediately jumping on prescription medications, Linda decided to try the natural route first. We started with magnesium restoration, optimized her vitamin D levels, added vitamin K2, and made some simple but powerful dietary changes. We also incorporated gentle strength training and weight-bearing exercises, because your bones need to be challenged to stay strong. 18 months later, Linda's bone density had improved so significantly that her doctor said he'd never seen such dramatic results from natural interventions alone. Now, I want to address something that might be on your mind. Some of you might be thinking, but what about hormone replacement therapy? Doesn't that help with bone density? And you're absolutely right that hormones play a crucial role in bone health, especially for women going through menopause and beyond. However, HRT isn't right for everyone, and even if you choose that route, you still need to address the fundamental nutritional deficiencies that are undermining your bone health. Think of magnesium and other bone-building nutrients as the foundation of your house. You can't build a strong structure on a weak foundation, no matter what other tools you use. Speaking of hormones, there's another factor that many women don't realize is sabotaging their bone health, and that's chronic stress. When you're constantly stressed, your body produces excess cortisol, which directly interferes with bone formation and increases bone breakdown. This is where magnesium becomes even more valuable because it's nature's own stress buster and nervous system calmer. I always tell my clients to think of stress management as a non-negotiable part of their bone health protocol. Whether it's meditation, gentle yoga, spending time in nature, or simply taking warm baths with Epsom salts, which are a form of magnesium that can be absorbed through your skin, finding ways to manage stress will pay dividends for your bones and your overall health. Another lifestyle factor that's absolutely crucial for bone health is sleep. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which is essential for bone repair and regeneration. Poor sleep doesn't just make you feel tired, it literally weakens your bones over time. The good news is that optimizing your magnesium levels will often dramatically improve sleep quality, creating a positive cycle where better sleep leads to stronger bones, which leads to better overall health. Let's also talk about what might be working against your bone health without you even realizing it. Sodas and other phosphoric acid-containing beverages literally leach calcium from your bones. Excessive caffeine can interfere with calcium absorption. Too much sodium increases calcium excretion through your urine. And here's a big one that surprises many people: proton pump inhibitors, which are commonly prescribed for acid reflux, significantly impair mineral absorption and are associated with increased fracture risk. If you're taking any medications, especially diuretics, antibiotics, or acid-blocking medications, it's even more important to focus on mineral repletion because these drugs can dramatically increase your nutrient needs. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about getting tested for magnesium deficiency. Here's the tricky thing about that. Standard blood tests for magnesium are notoriously unreliable because your body will maintain normal blood magnesium levels even when your tissues are severely depleted. Some practitioners use red blood cell magnesium tests, which are more accurate, but even those don't tell the whole story. The truth is, given how common magnesium deficiency is and how safe magnesium supplementation is for most people, many integrative health practitioners recommend simply starting with a high-quality magnesium supplement and observing how you feel. If your sleep improves, your muscle cramps disappear, and you feel more relaxed within a few weeks, that's a pretty good indication that you were deficient. I want to emphasize something really important here. Building stronger bones isn't just about preventing fractures, although that's certainly crucial. When you have strong, healthy bones, you maintain better posture, which makes you look and feel more confident. You can stay active and independent longer. You can play with your grandchildren, travel, and pursue hobbies without fear of injury. Strong bones are also a marker of overall metabolic health. The same nutrients and lifestyle factors that build strong bones also support cardiovascular health, brain function, and immune system strength. So when you invest in your bone health, you're really investing in your overall vitality and quality of life for years to come. As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this thought. Your bones are living, dynamic tissues that are constantly breaking down and rebuilding throughout your life. Every single day, you have the opportunity to influence that process in a positive direction through the foods you eat, the supplements you take, the way you move your body, and how you manage stress. You don't have to accept weak bones as an inevitable part of aging. You don't have to live in fear of falling or breaking a hip. With the right knowledge and consistent action, you can maintain and even improve your bone density naturally, safely, and effectively. If this information has been helpful to you, please hit that subscribe button because I have so much more to share with you about natural health and aging gracefully. Your subscription helps me reach more women who need this information, and it ensures you won't miss any of the practical, science-based content I create just for you. Now, speaking of bone health, there's another silent threat that's absolutely devastating to your skeletal system, especially if you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond. It's a hormone imbalance that's so subtle you might not even notice it happening, but it's quietly destroying your bone density from the inside out. Most doctors completely miss this connection, but when you understand what's really going on and how to address it naturally, you can literally save your bones and transform your health in ways you never thought possible. I'm going to reveal exactly what this hormone imbalance is and the surprising natural solutions that can reverse its effects in my next video, so make sure you're subscribed and I'll see you there.